Hello, my name is Christopher Reed. Um, Today I'm going to be discussing the style of bossa nova, originated in Brazil, specifically Rio de Janeiro. So, bossa nova or Afro Brazilian style music is kind of a rhythm based music. It was discovered in about the late 1950s. Um, And the word bossa nova, or the words bossa nova, literally means, it translates to new trend or new wave. So bossa nova was kind of started by just middle class people, students, artists, musicians. Just basically, it's a collaboration. So a lot of bossa nova music is based off of people just coming together to try to figure out new sounds or um, new kind of techniques, just to kind of come together. So for some musicians, you could think of it as like a shed or a jam session. So we start out um, just discussing some of the 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 I guess the stylistic things of bossa nova. Bossa nova is rhythm based, so it's kind of in response to the Afro-Cuban sound, but it has more of a sway instead of a swing. So to demonstrate that, it's kind of there is kind of different. Now, Afro-Cuban music usually has a clave to it. Now, clave is a clave is used as a tool for like temporal organization in Afro-Cuban music. But the difference between Afro-Cuban music and bossa nova is bossa nova does not have a clave in a sense. It does have a Brazilian clave, but that's only recognized because it's just something to kind of say to dis- distance itself or give a difference to the Afro-Cuban clave. So to demonstrate it, I'm gonna count it out, and pray I can clap it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right there, that is the basis of the Brazilian clave. It's not set in stone. Usually, a lot of people play around with it. It is very, very, very. It is not a rule, but it's kind of a outline, something to kind of follow along with. So, as we get into that, we start to discuss some of the major influences and major people and artists in the bossa nova style music. So you have Tom Jobim, Vinicius de Moraes, João Gilberto, and Robert Menescal. And then some of the songs you could that are really, very popular bossa nova songs. We have No More Blues, Girl from Ipanema, Slightly Out of Tune, Quiet Nights of Quiet Stars, Waters of March, and a song called Come On. So as we get into the style, we talk about one of the major innovators in the bossa nova style. Tom Jobim is kind of is revered as one of those innovators in bossa nova style music. And then you have people like João Gilberto. Excuse me if I'm saying his name wrong, but he's probably one of the more important musicians in the style. So when we get into bossa nova is basically a mixture of samba rhythms, jazz harmonics, and melody. Um, it's really those are the three main basics of like what bossa nova is. Um, so as you get into bossa nova, uh, it was described as a romantic, mesmerizing kind of danceable rhythm style of music. A lot of the people they wanted there's something that represented Brazil, and I think that the bossa nova really kind of embodies the style of music that is present in Brazil. So as that music became popular, U.S. jazz artists started to come over and collaborate with some of the Brazilian artists, and that is how it was introduced to America and this style. And not long after that, "Girl from Ipanema" was recorded in America, the English translation, and it quickly became a part of the top songs in America. So right now, I have a little demonstration of my own, of my take on bossa nova, but something that kind of grabs along with the ideas and the themes of bossa nova music. So let's get into that. So we'll start out with just kind of something to set the beat, set the tone. So you'll hear like a cowbell and a click to kind of set the rhythm of it. I use the basis or the Brazilian clave to set the rhythm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So then I added a bass line, and it goes a little something like this. And a lot of the styles of music, you definitely hear like guitar and a lot of piano. I didn't have all those instruments at disposal, so I just put a little bit just to kind of get a basis of what the style kind of represents. And so here we go. So as we get into that, talking a lot about it, some of the main components to making this music was bass ostinato. I'm sorry, chordal comping, and then melody. So a lot of the chording behind this is really kind of voiceless and rootless chording, basically allowing the bass to handle itself while the chords kind of make something over it, and then it leaves room for a melody on top of it. So let's see if we can demonstrate that a little bit. So we have with that allowing the chords to really kind of set it while having a melody on top. So here it is without the melody. Here it is with the melody. And one more time with everything back in. So, as you can see, bossa nova is really kind of a softer, more sweeter tone, but something that it has the components of jazz music, but it really relies on kind of a sway more than a swing. I think with this kind of music, it opens a lot of doors for a lot of artists. I think a lot of people have kind of sampled off of this music. One song in particular, "Come On," was actually the Black Eyed Peas actually did their kind of own take on it. And so I think with bossa nova music is a very, very romantic and appealing and loving kind of sound. So one person that was kind of influential with bringing bossa nova music over to America was a man named Stan Getz, who partnered with Tom Yohim and Jagoberto and really kind of created their own kind of sound, and it really set the tone for what was coming to America and the new beginnings that were being brought forth. So I think with bossa nova music, it is I think it was something I was really interested in because I've always heard this kind of style of music, and it was so beautiful to me. My introduction to jazz music was actually, I played in 7th grade. I played with my school's high school, their jazz band, and I played drums for them. And the first song I played with them was "Girl from Ipanema." And I didn't know the style of music at the time I was playing. I was just playing what I was told to play. But from then on, I think I've had a love for that style of music and that kind of sense of timing and playing around with the beat, the rhythm of the song, to not kind of to stick to the 2, 3, 4, but kind of add your own stuff that and I think that shows throughout the music that I create today. But even with a lot of the jazz music and the jazz musicians out here now, I think it really is really influential in what is out here today. So that was my little I guess my little presentation on bossa nova music and how it's shaped a complete music culture in another country. So I thank you and I appreciate you for listening to this, and I pray you have a great day.